Hey, what's up, guys? Good to be back with you again. We are playing against Liman again, and I think a win here might win us this division here in the AFC Cup. I'm not 100% sure. Of course, they have been on a roll. They've won 5 in a row there in Hong Kong, and so we'll see what we can do. I think, though, that a victory here for us puts us up far enough that they would be impossible for them to catch up with us no matter what. So we'll see what happens, but this might end up being a very key match for us. The AFC Cup this year, of course, has been a lot different than it was last season, in-game season. And the reason why is because we are a much improved team. Menagong, who's in there despite hating big matches, with a good cross, and just sort of wanted to see how he would do here. Zhou Hongyi back to Bamba. Zhou Hongyi in there, I think because Cai Yuting can't play, if I remember right. It doesn't matter anyway. And Ndaye scores. We have a goal in less than a minute, about 30 seconds into it. And Ndaye gets the ball and scores the way that we know he could. He loves the Segundo Volante role. He's a natural fit. And who is it? Is Ling Guanda, my favorite, who has got him on the assist. You remember Ling Guanda? It was a couple of months ago that we had him over in American Samoa. And it's a good thing that we went after him. One of the reasons why I wanted to come to Taiwan is because I wanted to coach him. Zhen Zhaoan over to Ling Guanda again. Zhen Zhaoan, and who had not quite a good enough pass to get to anybody. There's Ndaye looking for Zhen Zhaoan, can't quite find him. And there's Silla winning the ball and shooting, and unfortunately the keeper gets his hands onto that one. That would have been a great goal if he could have scored that, and that would have made this one feel a lot more comfortable. Menagong here with a corner, and knocks it over to Bamba, who almost scores yet again. Bamba has like 8 goals or something like that this season. Amazing player. That wasn't an excellent pass, but Silla winning the ball here did a very good job. And of course, he was going to take the shot every single time, and that's what happened. Not too bad. Zhou Hongyi now with it here in the back to Kader Bamba. Bamba over to Ling Guanda, back to Bamba. Zhou Hongyi now. Ling Guanda. Silla up to Nene. Nene forward to Cai Xiangwei, and doesn't he love to be back in this squad? Cai Xiangwei, number 15 of the season, he looks great after missing 4 months with that injury. Was it shin splints, I want to say? We have 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. It is 3-0 Mars FC. How is it 3-0 Mars FC? We must have missed a goal. For some reason, we have 3 goals right now instead of just 2, and I think that's the sort of match that's going to be. Such a good performance by this team that we missed a goal. So, yeah, there is a goal that was scored that we were not able to see. So we have 3 goals, actually, in the first 10 minutes of the match, and we're able to knock away that cross. Menagong almost gets it and then gives it straight back. Silla now heads it backwards, not quite far enough. And that's the end of that highlight. So it wasn't really much of a highlight in the end. And I think Nene scored. I think that's the one that we missed. So Nene scored as well. Football Manager decided he didn't want to show it to us. I'm glad that I am recording these because now I have proof that the game doesn't always show goals. Sometimes it misses 1 or 2. So that's kind of what happens. And that's just the way that it is. It's not a big deal. I don't really care. I'm not going to get upset about it. Nene over to Ling Guanda. We'll actually go back. We'll watch that at the end here. How's that sound? Zhen Zhaoan centers that to Silla. So Silla scored, and now everybody up front is scoring today. 4-0 for Mars FC. We're only 15 minutes into this match. We already have the big 4-0 lead, and this is going to win us the group, that's for sure. And this, I think, sends a message to everybody in Asia that we have arrived and that we have a good team and that we're not going to give up, and we're going to keep pushing and pushing, and we're going to try to play better and better. 4 goals for 4 of our big guys up front. All we need is one from Ling Guanda. If he scores as well, then every attacking player will have a goal. Let's see if we can get the ball off of them first. It would be very nice to do that. We are able to win this here in the back. Cai Xiangwei, Ndaye, Menagong. This team is so good that we beat Hangyuan, the second team in the league, playing nothing but our reserves. That was yesterday's match. Zhen Zhaoan moves it up forward, and there's a pass to Cai Xiangwei, doesn't get it. Then Ndaye tries a very tricky shot from a kind of an odd angle, and it goes over everybody's head. But, that gives you an example here of just how good this team is, right? At least relative to, our competition. That was an attack by Liman, and we brought the ball up slowly and still were able to get a very good attack forward. Nene with the shot, with the header, and almost scores, and unfortunately that one just bounces off the top crossbar and ends up out for a corner. Nene comes very close to getting his second. We never even saw the first. This is Kader Bamba and he has fouled the person he was going up against. And so that's the end of that one here. But take another look here at this on the replay, and Nene was right there moving away from the goal and just about scored, and he had 2 men on him. This is one of the problems, by the way, that opposing teams have. We have too many players who can attack, and they don't have enough defenders. Right? You almost have to put out 15 guys against us because you're trying to key and double team, multiple players at once. You just don't have enough guys. Silla, Zhou Hongyi, up to Bamba. Bamba with the ball over to Liu Chunjie. We're going to play it a little bit conservatively. It's Ai Xiangwei over to Ndaye. Passes to Menegong. And that was almost in. I tell you, that was he was trying to cross that one, and that was deflected, and it almost rolls in. And that would have been an amazing goal for Menegong if that had gone in. That would have been one that just trickles on in. It doesn't quite happen. Zheng on now with the throw. I don't think we have much of a crowd here today, unfortunately, but we're trying to get that fixed. Silla back to Zheng Zhaoan, and he has 2 different bites of the apple, and we still get a header off of that. I think it was Lin Guangdou who got that header. And you see that bouncing up twice, and it's Ndaye who actually got into that header. Kind of hard to tell with both of them in the same place at the same time, and that's part of what creates problems for opposing teams, right? We have too many good players who are playing in the same place at the same time who are doing similar things, and they just don't know what to do with us. Silla back to Zheng Zhaoan, and that's a poor cross to Sai Xiangwei, and we're going to have to set this up again. Back to Liu Chunjie, Menegong knocks out forward looking for Lin Guangdou, and they're thinking the same thing I am, which is, wouldn't it be great if Lin Guangdou got a goal as well? This is a forward ball, and Bamba was just staying back there, hanging out in the back with the cool kids. Passes over to Zhou Hongyi. Nene can't quite get to that. Lin Guangdou does over to Ndaye. It's passed to Zai Xiangwei. Zai Xiangwei over to Silla. That was poor from Silla. He needs to do something with it instead of standing there thinking about it. And so let's see if we have enough guys back to prevent anything bad from happening. And we just do. Leibolo unable to grab that up, and you can see our supporters there right in the background who are cheering and excited that we were not giving up a goal there. 4-0 the lead. We do need to make a change. Liu Chunjie is looking very, very tired, and it's going to be Chen Yuting who will come on for him. So we'll give Chen Yuting a little bit of time, and we'll see what the second half looks like. So we make that quick change. It's only for the sake of not wasting through this player and causing him to be really, really fatigued. Zheng Zhaoan able to run over and intercept it, and then he gives up the ball quickly. Bamba now down to Chen Yuting, Ndaye, Zai Xiangwei, over to Lin Guangdou, and he's wide open, and unfortunately that shot not quite on target. So you can see that that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to set him up so that he gets a goal as well. We have a lot of good games from a lot of good players. Nene over to Menegong. This team is probably as good as it's ever going to be. Nene, Menegong. I have a hard time seeing what we're going to do for transfers. We're focusing mostly on youth players as Nene's shot is saved and corralled easily. We're focusing mostly on youth players because I don't know what else to do for the first team. I mean, I really don't. I don't know how else to make this team any better. I'm not sure what we can do. This is a very, very good team relative to the competition, I'll say. I mean, of course, I've coached better teams in Football Manager, but you talk about dominance in some of these matches. This is the team really that this season ought to win the AFC Cup, I believe. But we'll see what happens. I thought that we had a good chance last season, and then we had disappointment in the end. Bamba over to Chen Yuting. Ndaye down to Menegong. Menegong brings this one forward. Zai Xiangwei over to Silla, and there's Silla's goal, number 2. Makes it 5-0. Nope, no goal. He was offside, so they rule him offside here. Yeah, he's offside. That's a good call. Kind of a hard angle for us to see it from, but yeah, he's offside by about a yard. So it ends up remaining 4-0 for Mars FC, and it's kind of a shame. We're kind of hoping that Silla can get a couple more goals here and there, but it doesn't really matter. As long as we win this match, that's what counts. And we have about 10 minutes left, and then all the shouting will be over. You got to figure that if this doesn't win us this division, what do you call it, this group of full out, I'm not sure what that was. Nene passes it forward, and nothing happens. You got to figure if this doesn't win the group for us, outright, that we're going to win anyway, because you figure that in one of our next 2 matches, we're going to get at least one more win, and that will win it outright. So this is really the most important match, and what we've done so far is we have shut them out. And we've not only shut them out, we have dominated to such an extent that, it hasn't even been close. we had so many goals in the very beginning that the game wouldn't even show them all to us. So that is the kind of match this has been. 4-0. Here we are with the lead, and it's Jahangir Khan who knocks us forward, and that's a poor job by Leibolund to try to reach that, and he misses it, but is not punished for it in the end. And Tsai Shangwei's called for a foul. That was a pretty poor foul from him. And so let's see if we can keep this out once again. It's Macias who will take this free kick, and we're going to look at a replay here for a second. Leibolund making a really, really dangerous decision, but fortunately able to get up and to sort of get back. And this time he is able to flail his arms and prevent that one from going in. Remember, if we give up a goal, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but we would definitely like to have that clean sheet. Jo Hong-yi over to Nene. And we have reasserted control over the match once again. Here's Chen Yuting over to Menagong. Chen Yuting. Up, Tsai Shangwei has it. And there's a cross looking for Silla. Silla just misses it in the end. Good cross. Bamba now. Ling Guanda. Back to Zhen Zhaoan. Over to Jo Hong-yi. Down to Kader Bamba again. Ling Guanda to Ndaye. Ndaye passes this one forward, looking for Tsai Shangwei. Can't find him. Menagong wings it. Tsai Shangwei over to Ndaye to Nene. Ling Guanda to Silla. Good teamwork, Ndaye. And there's a shot from range, and that one just misses, trickling in. And so you can see we're trying harder to try to work that ball into the box. I don't have that as an instruction, but that's kind of what we want to do in general. And we were just, unfortunately, unable to get that one in, and so we had to settle for the shot from range. Here, Nene again. And that was, I don't know if that was deflected or not. It doesn't matter in the end because that's the final kick. We win this one 4-0, 7 shots on target to their 2. 3.11 RXG, they had 0.88. We need to see this goal from Nene that we missed. So this was about 6 minutes in. It was Jo Hong-yi to Silla. Silla crossed this over, and there was Nene wide open. I mean, and that's a real punishing goal. So yeah, we won that one in the first 15 minutes of the match. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.